A look from earlier as the Nets bus arrives at the arena. No doubt this is a club ready to handle this challenge on the road tonight. The soaring CN Tower is seen from the waters of Lake Ontario, along with the rest of beautiful downtown Toronto, our setting today. It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sun. DA, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Drawing fouls remains an art. Coach Steve Nash says some moves are there to fool not just the defense, but the referees. That's where the game continues to evolve. But we have seen the league respond before.
Interesting, DA. Thank you. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Seth Curry. He's out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Connaughton in at the three, the small forward. And for Toronto, inside for him, it's Barnes and Siakam. McMillan is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. And they say, Clark, the teams can't look ahead, but the last game of the regular season, that's got to be hard.
It's really hard. It's a long, long regular season, and it's natural to feel some restlessness, some anxiousness to move on to the playoffs. You got to keep it moving if you're a player, though.
And
Toronto making a change here. Bamba's checked in, and a change for the Nets. Powell's checked in. Takes it inside. McMillan can't make it work.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too. Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Here's Barnes. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. The drive by...
I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
And it's VanVleet with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. Down by 12. Shoots from 8. Got a hand on it. Irving with it. Bamba picks him up. Nets passing it around. Powell, the pass to Curry. And it goes down 2 points. Curry's got 7. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nets.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break. It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
Irving can't get it to go. Raptors trail by 14. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And he stays with it. Pass to McMillan. 5 on the clock. Barnes against Powell. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Achua, he's checked in for Toronto. Bogdanovich, who's checked in for the Nets. Pass to Sharp, back to Powell. 1:36 left to play in the first quarter. Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Here's McMillan. After the basket by Brooklyn. It's Powell on the wing. Driving. Oh, what a dunk!
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with, Boy, I tell you, Bamba's wingspan and his standing reach is ridiculous. This dude was born to throw it down.
Now the pass to Sharp, kicks it to Powell. There's the three. Buries the long-range jumper. Powell's got 7 points.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively. Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And Simmons slams it in.
Phenomenal timing that time, guys, from Simmons. I mean, leaving the ground once the pass was released and then tearing the basket almost out of the glass.
Barnes outside. Let's go. Can't nail the jumper.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And so it's Brooklyn with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We've got more in store for you right after this. And plenty of scoring on this team, but Kyrie Irving knows he's always got the green light.
Coach just wants me to be aggressive,
Agreed. And for an NBA defense, few more scary, Greg, than Kyrie Irving with his foot on the gas.
Yeah, because he doesn't just score on you. When he gets in that mode, Irving can make you look silly.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Nets have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Powell is out there with Thomas. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic, and it's Claxton in at the 5. Roaming the paint. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, the magician in that last matchup against the Mavericks was phenomenal. He finished with 20 points and seemed to pick apart the defense all night with a ton of assists. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
And the Raptors making a change here. Bridges checks in. Powell, the pass to Bogdanovic, and Bogdanovic throws it down.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Bridges kicks to Trent. 4 on the clock. Pass to Bamba. And again, no good by Toronto. Brooklyn Nets come into this one after a win against Dallas.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good now.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
And teams often try to slow down point guards with bigger defenders. But, Greg, you locked up without that edge. How'd you do it?
A little athleticism, Kevin, and a lot of desire.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Raptors have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this one. And the first one at the line is good. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Powell dishes to Bogdanovich. Now Powell. 20 points for him last game against Dallas.
And he didn't take any plays off at the defensive end. I mean, he wound up with 4 steals on the night.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Bridges passes to Bamba. Stripped it away. Pass to Thomas. Second chance shot. The shot's good from Claxton.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Pass to Flynn. Now here's Bamba. Just 5 to shoot. Trent. And again, Toronto no luck. And here are the Nets. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Here's Powell. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Powell's got 5 points now in the quarter. Outside Flynn. The pass to Trent. Here's Bridges. Back to Trent. Now here's Bamba. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. The shot. And again, no good by Toronto.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You've got to work harder on the glass.
Powell with it. 12 points for him. Claxton with the bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And here's Trent. Puts up a 3. Flynn misses. And so Powell will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. And stolen by Achua. And there's the call on the Magician. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Toronto. Siakam is checked in for Bamba. Barnes comes in for Gary Trent. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Flynn. And then for Brooklyn, Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Curry subbed in for Thomas.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
Powell in the high post. He's against Bridges.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. The basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch onto. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks. It's Powell with the drive. That one goes in.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Achua. It's deflected. Simmons with it. Guarded now by Barnes. And the dunk by Powell.
You know, Ben Simmons can make spectacular passes, but he doesn't need to be flashy. He's all about helping his teammates get easy baskets.
So valuable on the defensive side of the ball, Simmons goes beyond personal, Clark. He can guard 1 through 5 at a very high level.
Well, Kevin, you start with his tremendous athleticism for a guy that's a legitimate 6'11". He takes pride in defending, and he's disruptive as well as disciplined.
Back to Powell. There's the triple. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Toronto's gone for the three-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Van Vliet kicks to Barnes. Shoots from 12. And again, it's Toronto converting.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
It's Powell with the drive. Down low. Shoots over Van Vliet. Again, the Nets for 2.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Van Vliet on the wing. Passes to Achua. Bridges dishes to Barnes. Got a piece of it. Simmons with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. And Simmons slams it in.
And Simmons is extremely versatile and effective two-way player, guys, who can hurt you on both ends.
Barnes outside. The 3-ball. And the Raptors hit again from deep. Here's Powell. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Just 4 seconds left in the first half. That's a 2 from Barnes. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
The hustle from Simmons on defense is contagious, infectious. He brings all-out energy on every possession.
And so it's Brooklyn. Sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the